What's up, everybody? Daniel Day back again with another video for DDay Gaming, and today I'm going to be unboxing this guy, all while rocking this awesome Zelda shirt that my wife got me for Valentine's Day. Love you, honey. So this is a Razer Mamba wireless gaming mouse, obviously from Razer. I've actually been using a Razer Naga for quite a few years now, but that is, it's a little old. It is wired and it only lights up green. There was no chroma color changing options or anything like that. So this one apparently will do millions of colors and sync up with my other Razer gear. Speaking of my other Razer gear, I recently posted a Black Widow Chroma V2 keyboard unboxing and first impressions video on my channel. I bought this to go with that. So if you want to check that out, check my channel for that video. But yeah, with that out of the way, super anxious to play around with this thing. So stick around and we will cut into this bad boy right after the break. Okay, so change the camera angle around a little bit. Figured that might make life a little bit easier. So yeah, you can see my Razer Black Widow Chroma V2 keyboard that I just did the unboxing video on. Really happy with that thing so far. Check out the unboxing and first impressions video if you have not already. You can also see my old Naga over here. And you know, honestly, it still works like the day that I bought it. The thing works just great. It's just that I wanted something wireless, and since that thing will only turn green, I can't make it match my keyboard over here. So that was important to me. Also, my prized StarCraft 2 limited edition Heart of the Swarm mousepad, which I love, but just like the Razer Naga, it is about to get replaced because in addition to this guy and this guy, I also ordered a Razer Firefly cloth edition kind of mouse mat type thing that lights up as well. Hopefully it will all fit on this small temporary desk that I ordered. Fingers crossed, right? But and of course you cannot do an unboxing video without the hilariously oversized knife. These things just aren't nearly as interesting without the possibility, at least, of me causing myself bodily harm. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get to cutting. Let's see here, where is the tape? All right. Looks like we should be cutting at these 2 points here. So let's get this pointed away from me. And there is one. And there is two. All right, get this knife out of the way here and see how this opens. I guess that just opens like that. So on the back here, you've got you know, a picture of the charging base and the mouse. Apparently, it's like magnetically held on there or something. We'll figure that out, and some other information about this being a 1600 or 16,000 DPI mouse, and just all sorts of other bells and whistles. Probably more than I need out of a mouse. This appears to be Razer's nicest mouse, so I figured that was probably a good place to start, right? So, all right, let's get this opened up. And just some more information there. Looks like we have got, what is this? Some sort of hard, oh wow. Look at that. This is a whole big case for this thing. Wow, so I guess we can go ahead and get the box out of the way since it seems like I've got that in there. Yeah, so just like the Razer keyboard that I unboxed last night, this thing, yeah, their presentation is phenomenal. I suppose for the money, it makes sense, but yeah, I've been very glad to see that when you're buying these expensive peripherals, they're doing some unique stuff. So this is cool, kind of like a little crate of sorts for the mouse. Let's go ahead and get this open. And yeah, some soft feeling stuff inside, I guess, to keep it from getting damaged. Not 100% sure if this is plastic or metal. I thought it was plastic, but it does kind of feel like powder coated metal, so who knows. But cool little Razer logo there. Get that out of the way as well. And some documentation right here. What is this? Congratulations, there is no turning back. Like us on Facebook and YouTube. That is all right, that is cool. Nice little clear piece of plastic over this. And what else we got in here? You got your documentation, it looks like very similar to what came with the keyboard with the little slide off plastic bit. I wonder if we're going to get more of those Razer stickers in here. Okay, so kind of a quick start guide, how to turn it on and off and plug it in and all that fun stuff. And looking for those stickers. Hey, there you go. You got your Razer stickers there. So I'm going to have so many of these by the time this is all said and done. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'm probably going to peeve my wife off putting these all over the house. Okay, so get that out of the way as well. And here we go, the main event. Wow, just the presentation on this stuff is absolutely crazy to me. So, wow. All right, so we've got, looks like a very nice braided, gold-plated USB cable here. So I'm sure we're going to have to use that. I'm going to run out of USB ports at this point with all this stuff. I think I'm going to need to get a hub. All right, got that. I'm not sure what this is, this little slot they've carved in here. What is this? I don't know what this is. We'll have to check that out. It appears to be some sort of tool, or perhaps this is to pierce my nose or something. I don't really know. Just skip that. And this, I'm assuming, is the magnetic charging base. Looks like the contacts are right there and all of that. So that is cool. Nice rubbery finish on the bottom here so it won't skid around on your desk. And last but certainly not least is the mouse itself. So yeah, this is, ooh, I like that. Got some nice button clicks right here and little wheel, looks like a tilt and all that. Got a couple extra buttons here. Nice, some very, very soft little thumb grip areas in that. I like that quite a bit. And yeah, a little cutout here. You got your on-off switch and the contacts, the actual laser there, and whatever this is. I guess we will figure that out. Not sure what those are. They kind of look like speaker grills. I'm sure that's not what they are, but that's interesting. And it looks like a little USB plug in here as well. So yeah, very, very anxious to play around with this. Let me go ahead and get the camera moved to an angle that's maybe a little bit more conducive. Play around with this for a second, and I will be right back. Okay, so got the thing out of the box and all connected up. It turns out I actually ran out of USB ports on my Mac. I suppose I'm going to have to get another USB hub. But then I remembered, after doing my unboxing video of the Black Widow Chroma last night, that there is a USB pass-through on the side of the thing. So I just connected it up that way, and it seems to be working great. Since I had already downloaded Razer's Synapse software to get the keyboard working last night, it just popped up the minute that I plugged the new Mamba mouse in, and just gave me what looks like a million different options to configure the thing. So that is very, very neat. Messing around with it a little bit. One thing I wasn't expecting is that you can totally control the basically the lighting on this little charging base here, as well as on the mouse itself, independently of how it functions when it is not charging. You can even set the mouse up to start blinking once it hits a certain battery level. Like when it hits 5%, for instance, you can have it start blinking and then get a little bit more obnoxious with the blinking to let you know it's really running out of juice. That seems neat. But the coolest thing so far I messed around with is that some of these effects that you apply to the keyboard as far as the lighting is concerned, you can just click a button in the Synapse software, and it syncs that effect over to the mouse, and I'm assuming all of the Razer Chroma products, so that they stay in sync and all of that. So that seems really neat. As with the keyboard, you can remap the buttons in that software and make them do basically whatever you want, which is very, very, very cool. And it turns out that this little tool that came in the box with it is actually for adjusting the mouse click sensitivity, or the feedback that you get. There are some ports on the bottom of the mouse, and you basically tighten them or loosen them, and that effectively changes when you press down on the button how much feedback you get, you know, how hard it is to click and all of that. So not 100% sure if I need that feature, but I think that it is a very neat one, and I'm sure for professional gamers, that definitely comes in handy. So yeah, very, very, very cool. Really, really enjoying it so far. It came with a nice braided cable. And another thing that I thought was awesome was apparently you can use this as a wired or wireless mouse. And that is to say that the little cable that is currently plugged into this charging dock here, you can remove and plug in dead center on the front of the mouse, and it actually will work at that point as a wired mouse. I thought that was a nice feature. So anxious to play around with that and see if the response times change and all of that fun stuff. I know some people aren't super thrilled with wireless mice because of some potential input lag that comes along with that. So I'm curious if that goes away, if it's present at all when you plug it in and run it wired. But certainly, I think that's very nice, and it solves another problem, which is if you want to keep gaming and the thing is effectively about to die, instead of taking it and putting it up on that charging base and not being able to play until it's charged enough to use, you could just pull the cable out of the back, plug it into the mouse, and you're good to go. You can keep on gaming. So yeah, it seems like they've thought of everything with this, and that is super cool. I also saw in the Synapse software that you can essentially tweak the DPI of the mouse. There seemed to be a slider in there so you could change how sensitive it was, and that would make sense depending on what kind of surface you were using it on. You know, that might be different based on using a cloth mouse pad, a hard mouse pad, a desk, a glass desk, that sort of thing. So yeah, I thought that that was very neat. They really did seem to think of everything. And then I found a very interesting section in that software that basically has to do with tweaking the mouse with some presets that Razer has developed based on the mouse pad that you're actually using for some of the mouse pads that they've actually tested with this thing. And one of those is for this guy right here, the Razer Firefly that I will be unboxing in my next video. Yeah, and you can actually specify whether you bought the cloth edition or the hard edition. I ended up buying the cloth edition. So yeah, very, 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 very cool. Anxious to play around with it some more. You know, when I take this off here like that, you will see that the lights start changing, and that is because in the software, I told it that when it wasn't charging, I wanted it to basically sync up with the keyboard using one of their cool lighting presets. So not sure how well that's coming through on camera with all of these lights blaring on me, but yeah, basically both the keyboard, the mouse, and the charging dock here at this point are all cycling colors in sync, which is very, very cool. It feels, you know, initial impression wise, it feels great, very, very comfortable in the hand. It seems very ergonomic. I actually like it even more than my Naga. The weight is good. I love the little rubberized sections down here. Those seem to go a long way as far as your grip is concerned. I'll mess around with the button sensitivity just because it's there and I think it's cool, but even out of the box, it seems great. So yeah, it's just amazing how much customization it appears as though you're going to have with this thing. So yeah, anxious to put this thing through its paces, play around with it some, and then I might come back with kind of a final impressions, maybe even a review video. We'll see. But in the meantime, I did the unboxing video of the keyboard and the mouse. I've actually got another Mamba mouse, the Tournament Edition, as well as that Firefly gaming mat that I just showed you that I need to get unboxing videos done for, and I really want to play around with them. So probably as good a place as any to end this video. As with the last video, I'm going to try to turn the lights out a little bit and see if I can capture some of the lighting effects. I know that you guys like to see those, so we're going to do that. But at this point, just wanted to say thanks for watching if you've made it this far in this video, and special shout out to my subscribers. You guys are awesome. And if you're not currently subscribed, maybe check out some of the other videos on my channel, and I'd love to encourage you to consider subscribing. It is free for you and helps me out quite a bit. And if you subscribe, you can click that little notification bell if you'd like, and you can find out as soon as I post videos like this one to my channel. If you'd like to find me other places on the internet, you can follow me on Twitter at that DDay guy, and I also stream on Twitch and YouTube. For YouTube, you've already found me don't want to lose me, click that subscribe button. For Twitch, if that is your thing, my username there is DDay on Twitch. It's the same content in both places, so really just whatever your preference is. I'm going to play around with this thing some more. I've posted some affiliate links in the description box below if you're interested in picking something like this up. Know that you never do have to click on those. You can go buy it wherever. But if you're going to buy it anyway and you do click one of those, I get a little bit of kickback, and that helps me, you know, buy stuff like this and do more unboxing videos for you guys. So if you're going to do it anyway, please consider it. But anyway, just wanted to say thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one, and it's time for the light show.